Don't wear it.
Live. We are live in living color. You made it. You made it inside the palace gates.
Okay,
where the money resides. Where the money resides. Hey.
And they beating us. I'm gonna be about $400.
Let me just tell you this, right? Today has been an absolutely fruitful, Friday, an absolutely fruitful Friday. If you can't even hear in my voice already that I am so excited, I am so gassed up, and I gotta give this energy. The way how the phone is literally pinging off back to back to back. Shout out to all my $200 crypto challenge crew who just took profit in 10 minutes flat. Shout out to all the newbies who don't even know what's going on and are still seeing blue skies. Let me just even take it back. Because a lot of you guys, this is your first exposure. This is your fresh anointing situation to really see, okay, so how can I really win? You know, how can I really win? Things are looking a bit crazy right now for me, okay? The rug has been swept from underneath me, okay? The debt letters are coming in back to back to back to back, and I don't really know what to say. I'm dodging phone calls like nobody's business. Well, don't worry, because 4 years ago, my position was looking not very bright, let me tell you. Let me go ahead and just help you guys. I'm going to give you co-hosts when you see. So all my rich UK fam, because we've got people that are coming from the north, east, south, and west. Let me tell you. So if you're co-host, it means that you're going to be able to admit people into the room. So, because once I start going with the flow, you already know it. You still got time. You still got time to go ahead and let some people that you know really are trying to make ends meet out here, really don't really have a lot of options right now. You know, when I was busted and disgusted and when the job got ripped from under my feet and I had to square up the rent every month and be like, okay, so what's happening this month for real? Like, are we buying electric or are we buying food shopping? Like, what's going on? I didn't really feel in a position to, I didn't really want to speak to nobody, okay? I was kind of in a really depressed and low state. And I didn't realize that there was something that I had access to inside my phone that you have access to, that you also might not know, that there is a whole world, a whole $6.7 trillion world at your fingertips. And all you have to do is tap in with the right people at the right place at the right time. And it completely has changed my perspective. Let's just call this the miseducation of financial literacy. The miseducation of financial literacy. You might see a lot of things right now in the world talking about things like Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. You might have heard words like e-commerce and don't really know what that means. Well, today, you are definitely in for a treat because we have a special. And let me just get right into it. Go ahead and let the people in, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And if you still want to get the word out, they've still got time. For some reason, my phone's decided to crash at the very last minute. And I wanted to show you, look, alerts still coming in left, right, and center. So I am Miss Miren UK here in sunny Manchester, UK. I am definitely excited about the decision that I made 4 years ago. So real quick, hopefully you guys can see my screen. If you guys ever can't see, if you guys ever want to interact with me, I want this to be engaging. You can drop your thoughts, feelings, opinions in the chat. You can, if you can't hear me, let me know. If you can't see anything, let me know before I go full steam ahead. So let's see if I can get this connected. So first of all, just to kind of put into perspective where we are today, it's the last Friday, first and foremost, of January 2021. We just said Happy New Year a moment ago. Why am I saying that? Because things are moving and things are changing at the speed of thought. We are in the biggest digital boom of our time. If your business ain't online, if you've got a business and it ain't online, then you ain't got no business. Ask Blockbuster. Like, who in the heck is a Blockbuster? If you are at a Gen Z, if you were born in the last maybe 15, 20 years, you probably don't know what I'm going on about. Well, once upon a time, if we wanted to consume film, if we wanted to watch a movie, we would go to a place called a video store. A video store. Sounds like we sound like dinosaurs now. And we go and hire a video. Who knows what this red N, if you know what that N stands for, just drop it in the chat. What is this red N here on the screen, and what in the heck has it got to do with what I'm about to tell you? If you know what that red N stands for, go ahead and drop it in the chat. Go ahead and drop it in the chat. Yes, I see you. Netflix. If you don't know what Netflix is, you must have been sleeping under a rock. Well, said Netflix is where we now go to watch movies. But when they went to Blockbuster not long ago and tried to pitch their idea to them, Blockbuster laughed them out the room and said, on your bike, nobody ain't going to be streaming. Streaming? Like, look, we're lit. At that point, they was at the top of their game. A year later, where was Blockbuster? They ain't nowhere to be seen. They wish they would have bit off Netflix hand that day. Well, I don't want you to get blockbusted out of the game. I don't want you to be antiquated and overrated and just out of style, out of date. Because the truth is, when things are moving, things are shifting, things are changing, right now you've got a choice. You can make a decision to get ahead of the wave rather than being on a back burner. There was a time when, if we wanted to listen to music, this silver circular shiny disc you see before you, known as a compact disc. You know, I know somebody that literally just recently said to their daughter, oh, you know, he's clearing out the cupboard and showing his daughter the CD. And she was like, what the heck is this? She's like 15. And he was like, that's a CD, you listen to music. And she was looking at it like it was some, you know, some crazy invention. Like, what do you mean you listen to music like this? Because who knows what that green circle is before your very eyes right there? Because now the CD massive, hold tight tape cassettes and the tape deck. Those people, those things don't exist no more. Those things are just you've completely blockbusted yourself out of the game. You have to move with the times as times start to change, because now that's how music is being done. Music is being done, yes, Spotify. I don't even have to write the word. You know that is Spotify. So when I'm saying the biggest digital boom of our time, this don't just apply to these things that I'm showing you. This is just to kind of get your mind thinking, seeing where we are, because sometimes you don't realize where, you know, how far we've come and where we are today and how much has actually changed that you've been forced to adapt with. Did anyone write you a letter and say, okay, your CDs are about to be extinct, all those albums, you know, that you've got with the little booklets in, you was loving that, you was feeling that, but no one didn't write to you and say, right, we're about to switch this up, we're about to flip that. You have to go and buy all your music again on Spotify. Like straight like that. The DVD player you've got, the video player you've got, they're collecting dust right now. Nobody is not putting out videos no more. Well, the same with your money, because the future of money also is digital. Okay, the future of money is digital. Now, what do I mean? What do I mean? Things are changing. You can see all those little what do you call it? All those little examples on the screen right there. You know, Blockbuster laughed out the room, laughed Netflix out the room. Facebook rejected MySpace, or rather, MySpace rejected Facebook. Who remembers Tom? Hold tight, Tom. Who remembers Top 5 Friends and all that when that was like the biggest thing in the world? Where's MySpace now? They could have bought it for pennies on the dollar. Now Facebook ain't even trying to like give no airtime to MySpace. Nobody don't even know what that is, and the list goes on and on. But let me just take you through a quick education, because this is what is actually happening with your money. Welcome to the world of digital currency. Enter Bitcoin. I don't even know. Can you guys still hear me and still see me? Just drop some ones in the chat. When I say the technology is wilding today, low tech, high check. For those of you, you may not have caught that. You might still be wondering, what the heck did I just watch? Like, what does that even mean? Like, what is actually happening for real, for real? Well, the truth of the matter is, let's just get rid of that. What is happening today with Bitcoin? What is happening today with Ethereum? You know, most people, I might even get you guys to unmute and really tell us for real, what's happening, and show the people, whether you have an understanding of everything, it doesn't stop what's happening from happening. You see, Bitcoin is the first of its kind. It's a cryptocurrency. A cryptocurrency is actually a grandfather of all the other coins that's come after it. It's decentralized. What do I mean? It means no bank, nobody's country, nobody's government owns it. It's the people's money. Nobody can't manipulate the price like your bank so much do with your pound, with your dollar that's crashing constantly. Whether you're aware or not aware, you're losing buying power every day. You know, you only have to go back 10 years, and what £100 would buy you 10 years ago, it doesn't buy you the same thing today. So putting money under the mattress and saving it, you're actually losing money by doing that. But when we're talking about something as Bitcoin, when we're talking something as Bitcoin, let's just put this into perspective. Let's see if I can get this up real quick, because it's definitely been, like most things, it's been a journey. Let's see if I can pull this up. Hopefully you guys can still see my screen. So this is showing us right here. This is showing us right here. You see this curve? You see this curve? Well, once upon a time, when Bitcoin first hit the streets, no one cared about it. Bitcoin was worthless. It was 0.01 cents. 0.01 cents just 11 years ago. But like I said, the future of money is digital. Times have changed. Them times that we were using CDs, them times that we were still going to the video shop. But as the world starts to change and things start to shift, something also started to happen with Bitcoin. We see even in 2018, it peaked. Many of you might even have got involved then and might even be a little bit anxious now because you kind of got involved and something happened when it dropped. But those who held, let me even see if I can show you some people who actually went through this curve, because today, Bitcoin is actually on sale, guys. That same Bitcoin that was worth 1 penny, less than a penny, just 11 years ago, today, right now, it's worth $34,700 even. $34,700. Now, what does that mean for you? Because you might think, well, I ain't got 34 bags to buy some piece of digital. You can say what you want, but I don't have that kind of money, even if I wanted to buy something that I can't even see. Well, I'm just going to burst this myth for you, because somebody very similar to that thinking 10 years ago, let's see if I can get it up real quick. Very similar to that thinking just 10 years ago. In fact, what are we, 2011, 11 years ago now, in 2010, meet Michelle, one of our students inside Rich University.
Well,
I'll let her
came
tell
from
you.
the banking industry, where I was, a loan officer, and I worked for a very prestigious mortgage company here in New York City. And so, we've been friends all of these years. And so he was just kind of telling me about, you need to get into this space where, invest in Bitcoin. He said, look, I don't care. You can't see nothing. It's not like tangible, like gold or anything. But he said, trust me, you're gonna thank me later. So here, years later, I took just $10 because I was just being so skeptical about it. I said, well, okay, he's going to invest 100, but I'm not going to take my $100 and put into it. I'll just take $10 and see where it's going to take me. So I did that, and he sent me the link. See, back then in 2010, Bitcoin was only 10 cents a coin. Okay, and so I just took my $10 and I bought $10 worth of Bitcoin, and he took $100 worth and $100 and bought his Bitcoins. Well, here I tried to retrieve, when Bitcoin was booming, I was trying to retrieve my account and couldn't. I got locked out because it was my email account was hacked, and so he called me. He's in Dubai, and he's like, look, I got over $100 million, with Bitcoin now. I'm chilling. He was like, you need to try to retrieve your account and whatnot. So what I did was put in the recovery. Now, all the time when Bitcoin was booming, I still couldn't retrieve my account. So all during the pandemic, he's telling me, yo, I'm chilling. Like, you need to really try to recover your account. And so I was like headstrong about it. I was like, look, I don't care what, I'm going to try to retrieve this account. And so that's what I did. I ended up putting in, and it was a Hotmail account. So I started getting away from the Yahoo and Hotmail accounts because all my accounts used to get hacked for some reason. So I started just going over to Google accounts. So when I went back to my Hotmail account and just put in my recovery email, I was able to retrieve that account my account, not only my account, but the link that he sent me to open up my email wallet. And when I opened up my email wallet, it was like I had all my, the keys for me to get in. And when I opened up my email wallet, I saw over $2 million in there, and I was floored. Okay, you got to remember, my story. I lost my mother, my father, my son, my best friend, and my brother. Okay, I lost my job, my house. Ever since I met you, I've never had to work another job and punch another clock in my life. I have always made money with you, and I thank God for you. Okay, but this year here, it's like the perfect 10. You started that call. It's been very significant to me because the perfect 10. Not only we do affirmations, but the $10 for 10 cents. I bought a Bitcoin for $10 with $10, and it was only 10 cents back there. But it has blessed me. God has truly blessed me in this space.
Wow, wow, wow. When I say, oopsie daisy, our technology is wilding today. We just got to keep it pushing, like no distractions. Let me tell you, life is always happening. You just got to level up to life. She's definitely been through it. I know her personally. I'm so godly proud of her that she made the decision 10 years ago when we were still, like I said, the digital boom hadn't even taken off. She didn't lean on her own understanding. She just made a move. She didn't lose her house, and it wasn't the mortgage payment. $10. We're talking about money that you're gonna go and spend anyway, the type of money that you're throwing away anyway. That's what an investment is. When you invest into something, you invest into the projection of that thing actually increasing and doing well. And you might say, okay, that's great. Wow, amazing. A Black woman, she's a millionaire now. I'm not, I can't hate on it. But fam, it's $37,000 today. I'm nowhere near. When she got in, it was 10 cents. And the day when she gave that testimony, that was back in December when Bitcoin hit 24K. So I know when it hit 30K, she made an extra 400,000. This is the long game. This is what's happening in the background. This is how people are positioning themselves for the wealth transfer. You see, when money is obsolete, you don't see the post office, you don't see the signs in stores saying coin shortage, coin shortage. How's there a coin shortage? Don't you guys print money? Don't you guys, aren't you the ones that make the money? Coin shortage, like what is it that you guys are? What's your agenda? What's actually really going on here? But are you in position? What did you do with your tenor today? What did you do with your tenor today that tomorrow can bless you in the way that it's blessed, such as a Michelle? For real. Now, like I said, a lot of us, I can hear you. I feel like I can hear your mind's working well. That sounds great, but it looks like I missed the wave. So, it's already 34K. That's it. What if I told you that, don't even take my word for it, but what if I told you by the end of the year, Bitcoin would be worth 300,000 for one coin? The same coin that was worth less than a penny 10 years ago. Don't take my word for it. Take the analyst's word for it. Citibank analyst. This is where you get your information from anyway, right? You go to Google anyway, don't you, to get your information? Look, I didn't make this up. You can literally go and access this right now. And I think an analyst at the Citibanks know more than I do, more than we do. And they're seeing it surpass. In fact, since when they said this, Bitcoin was 17K. It's hit 40K since then. I told you it's on sale right now. If you see a Bentley 25% off, it's still a Bentley. You would get it while it's cheap. That's what we do. We buy when it's low. Street rules. You buy when the price is low. If this was a house, think of a property, think of the real estate game, because I know it's kind of sometimes to get your mindset. A lot of this is a paradigm shift. You have to kind of get in a different mindset. But think of a house, buying a house. If you could buy a house today for 34K, I don't even know where you could buy a house for 34K. And if you knew that by the end of the year, that house will be worth 300 grand, you'd go and you go to every single bank to get every single mortgage for that house, no matter what. Look, you would go and get that debt until death, which is what mortgage means in Latin. So many things that we do that we think are great ideas, right? Listen, it's not even that. It doesn't even stop there. Because it hit 40K, the market cap is now $1 trillion, meaning that there's no going back. When you see $1 trillion market caps, this is no going back. This is like the internet. the internet bubble. When we were talking about the dot-com boom and people thought, oh, that wouldn't last. We're talking about, what was that? The millennium crash, the millennium bug and all that. That was funny, right? The millennium bug, when it was all supposed to be over. This is at $1 trillion market cap. This is at $1 trillion market cap. This is worth now more than gold. We're talking about a real asset, a real major player. There's no going back. JP Morgan, they're talking 600 billion by 2022. So then what can you do today? What is it that you can do today? Well, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's have a look. Let's get back to it. Because the news is the news is solidified. It's leaking out. You know, Good Morning TV. You got this granddad making 25K every month. You got students out here making 40K from apps. Like, what do you need to do today? First of all, I'm gonna give you some free game. I'm gonna literally show you how the wealthy have been multiplying their riches for generations. Something that you may have been completely blockbusted out of, but today, like I said, you know, we're kicking down doors. We never got invited to have a seat at the table. So let me see. I'm not sure why this is not loading again. Let's just do this. I want you to download the app on your phone. So it's time for you to get your phones out. It's time for you to get your phones out. Android users, you want to go to Google Play. And all my iPhone users, you want to go to the App Store. Okay? You want to go to the App Store. So let's see if we can get this up really quickly. And I'm going to show you a short video. I could explain it to you, but, you know, I'm very visual. So let's just get out the quick directions. For those who might already be there, who might already be ahead, you're looking for an app called MetaTrader 4. MetaTrader 4, because there's more than one thing you can do with your investment. You know, we're talking multiple streams. Okay, I told you that investing was the long game. So you don't even have to wait 10 years. If Michelle waited 10 years for it to get to 0 to 34K, and I've just told you by the end of the year it's going to be 300K, she made 2.8 mil from $10. I don't know if you're catching the game here. 2.8 mil from $10. So if by 300K, what do you think? Like, do the maths. I'm definitely, that's not even my strength, but, you know, let's go. Let's just download this right here.
Access your App Store from your smartphone device. Locate the search area, and in the search space, type MetaTrader 4, as you can see on your screen. Once found, click on the icon near to the top of the screen, alike to the one you see here. Commence the download as you normally would, and once complete, go ahead and click Open. Great! You have successfully downloaded MetaTrader 4. Let's get ready to trade.
Let's get ready to get paid indeed. Lashonda, I see you. Charity, I see you. Ethereum is dropping, and I see you guys getting the back. I might even have to do a share screen and show you guys what people are doing. While you're sat on this call, money's moving, guys. Like, money don't stop moving. Money don't sleep. Crypto's open 24/7. But let's show you the full breakdown so you can see how you can actually benefit. So let me know. Drop 4s in the chat. Drop 4s for all those who just downloaded MetaTrader 4. I'm going to give you some more time, but I just want to see that you guys are with me. So this is not just a, you know, teacher at the front of the room situation. Like, this is, we get paid together. We do this together. Like, are you here? Are you with me, or are you with me for real? And I want to show you. Yes, I see you, Demetria. Who else? There's a good amount of people here. Who else has downloaded this? Because I know everybody on this. I don't know all the names that are on this call. So who else has got the MetaTrader 4? Drop the 4s, because I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you some game shortly. In fact, I might even give you more than I plan to give you, but I've got to get through this. It's already 1:30 and we've got anyway, so feast your eyes on this. Like, what is this that I'm showing you now? So that app that you just downloaded is actually where all the transactions are made. So yes, we're invested for the long term. We're invested to see the long-term gains. So we're positioning ourselves to be crypto billionaires. For real, it's not even a joke. But in the meantime, because an investment, that's like a marriage. You know, that's hobby, that's wifey. That's for richer or for richer, you know? Through the good and the bad. You've seen the slumps, you've seen the ups, you've seen the downs, but we know where it's going overall. Like I said, even when a Bentley's on sale and the price drops, it's still a Bentley. If there was 25% off on a Bentley and you could get your hands on it, you ain't going to think, oh, well, the price is dropping. You're going to be like, oh my days, the price has dropped. Them Jordans, them trainers, whatever it is, When you see the price low, Boxing Day sales proves that every single year. When you see the price low, because of the value that you hold on it, what do? You still go ahead and make the purchase. So those who don't have a wallet, go to buybaybitcoin.com, buybaybitcoin.com, and go and open up yourself a wallet. And when you want to know what you can really do with it, except just putting in a tenner here and there, go ahead and put on auto save. I'm giving you so much free game. Auto save. You can save as little as a $5 or a $10 a week. A $5 or a $10 a week that you're not going to miss. Just try it. Just go and do it for your last name. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's about your children's children who are going to be staring in your face asking, Grandma, Granddad, what did you do in the biggest pandemic of 2020? When they were talking about Bitcoin and Bitcoin was cheap. Today, now Bitcoin's worth billions. When it was worth 50K, you was around. That girl Maren with the funny voice talking fast on the call. Did you make a move, Granddad? Grandma, what did you do? You don't want to be the one to look in that poor baby's eyes and say, I didn't. I learned on my own understanding. I overanalyzed until I was paralyzed. Because I know that those that come after me, this ain't about me. This is about legacy. I will be on the mantle on that big picture above the fire with the house sat on the acres, saying if it wasn't for Miss Maren UK, hey, talk about it. Anyway, let's get into this. So what you're looking at on the screen, that app that you guys are still downloading, and I want to see, thank you so much, Miss Affluence. I want to see in the chat those who have got this, because we're going to put this into action. I don't want you to take my word for nothing, right? They say the proof is in the pudding, so let's eat some pudding, right? So this on the screen is something that happened in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. What are you looking at? Right here, you can see that same Bitcoin. So this is nothing to do with the investment that's in the wallet. So say right now in the wallet, there's, 4 figures sitting nicely. Bitcoin's doing its thing. Yeah, we don't have to check it every single day and see what it's doing. We know where it's going, okay? We don't know more than the analysts. We can see what the world's doing. We can see Tesla investing. We can see all those big institutions. We can see PayPal buying Bitcoin. And you can get wallets at Walmart now. You can get wallets at Amazon. Don't recommend that you do that, because you won't have the keys, not your coin. They're always trying to trick us out of our position. Like, make sure you get connected to a wealth circle. If this ain't a wealth circle, if you know some other 6, 7, 8 figure earners that you can plug into, then let me know. But let me just keep going. So basically, what you're looking at right here is $1,000 investment, right? A balance of $1,000 that's put into that same app what you guys just downloaded right now. Okay. Now, Bitcoin USD is the same thing that we've invested in, but here we're going to actually make some money right now. And when I say right now, so 10 cents, this was 10 cents. 0.01 is 10 cents, without going into detail. And all of this, there's a whole plethora of education, information, and academy, which I'm going to show you in a little while. But this 10 cents, yeah, at the time when I checked the phone, so this was literally my account, yeah, I took a screenshot. I had no idea what was going to happen so quickly after this. So it was $100 up, right? I was $100 up at this point. 3 minutes later, some alerts that I'd already kind of put in, and I'm going to show you what I mean, because I'm saying a lot of things. You might be wondering, I don't even know what alerts from where, from who. 3 minutes later, that $100 was $190. And some other things happened. Look, I was almost 300 up. 3 minutes later, for those who can read charts, you can see this is a 1 minute chart. 3 candles, shum, shum, shum. That was that fast. I was at, what in the cryptocurrency just happened here? Well, this is what we call our daily bread. This is our daily bread. This is whatever you want to go and do, get your hair done, go and buy it. Whatever you guys do, bills that need paying, this is where we get that bag. In fact, I'm just going to let's insert testimony here. Let's insert testimony here. I didn't even plan to do this. I ain't prepped you. I've not planned, but I just want to, because I know you guys are excited. From Queen Lashonda and Miss Charity, we're on this $200 crypto challenge, and something literally just happened before this call, and I can see you guys. I'm literally want to jump in that Ethereum too. If any one of you guys can raise your hand or unmute, let me see if I can find you on the list right here. There you go. There's Miss Lashonda. Let's go ahead and allow you to unmute. You should be able to unmute, Queen. Hopefully you can talk where you are.
Okay. I'm here. You're going to hear alarms and stuff, but
no worries. Listen, I just need, sometimes it's just another voice rather than mine. First of all, just introduce yourself and, you know, let people know how long that you've been rich for.
My name is LaShonda, and I joined Rich University, I want to say 25 days ago.
Wow.
And I'm already rich. No,
Come on.
but yeah, I'm already rich. But you know, honestly, you know, aside from the money, just being connected to the community alone is so much value. I don't regret anything. I've been bringing family on board, my husband, my friends. So if you want to get into it now.
So Queen LaShonda, I gotta just ask you a question, and let me say I might even share this. This is so much. I'm showing you inside the palace walls in a moment. I'm going to show you the group chat because the group chat absolutely blew up today. LaShonda, something just happened a moment ago. So you said you've been in 25 days, right? What did you know 25 days ago about Bitcoin, about, you know, global markets, about this app MetaTrader 4 that was living on your phone? What did you know about any of that? Oh, did she drop off? When I say the enemy is busy today, boy.
She's muted.
Oh, you muted, darling. Go ahead and unmute. Let me see.
Okay, yeah. I'm like, what is going on? Okay, I think I'm unmuted now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I didn't really know a whole lot about Bitcoin. I knew that someone was trying to get $154 from me to send to them to Cash App so that they can make some money from me. And so I was like, no, I can't do that. So that's when I joined Dr. China on Clubhouse with the Queens of Crypto. I got excited about it. I hit you up in the inbox, but as far as MetaTrader 4, I didn't know anything about it at all. Like I said, it's a refreshing and life-changing experience. And just today alone, just within minutes, I was able to profit $23. And that may not seem like a lot, but in a couple of minutes, it's a lot to me.
Wow. And how much did you invest to make that $23? And how long did it take you to make that $23?
I invested $200 and it took me just minutes I invested $200 and within minutes I made the 23.
OMG. That's our $200 crypto challenge, right? I'm trying to see if I can show you guys what LaShonda is talking about, because this literally just happened, guys. Let me see if I can find. Let's just go to right now. So in 10 minutes from this app, from a $200 investment, look, we were gobsmacked. Even we were shocked. So like straight like that. It hit TP in 10 minutes. $23 profit. That's when we just first put it in. Look, hit the sell now. But where are we getting all this information from? Where are we getting all this information from? And there's been so many testimonies in the community. Literally, in the last 24 hours, I've never seen so many screenshots dropping. So let's just keep it pushing. Let me make sure that I'm sharing my screen because I often move on. Thank you so much for that, Queen LaShonda. I'm so godly proud of you. A month ago, we didn't even know each other. You know, 25 days later, we're here like making money together daily. So what LaShonda is talking about and what I'm trying to convey to you is that we have access to tools that tell us what to do and when to do it. In fact, I've skipped a piece. I'm going so fast today. I want you guys to actually try this out for yourselves. Okay, try before you buy. Yeah. And you don't, if this might be as far as you go, but at least if you don't know, now you know, right? So I'm going to share this screen again. I actually wanted you guys to do what do you call it, trade, but some cryptocurrency, but I want you'll have to open a special account for that. So let's just do this really quickly. I'll go into, there we go. Okay. So everybody should have downloaded by now MetaTrader 4, right? So before I even go any further and give you the rest of the tea in the game, let's put this to the test. You're hearing a lot of testimonies, you're hearing a lot of people talking, but I know I'm practical. I want to see like, okay, like what is this for real? So I'm about to share the screen, and that MetaTrader 4 app that you downloaded. Why does this keep doing this? Okay, yeah. Okay, there we go. When you open it up, go ahead and open it up now. Go ahead and open it up and just drop some 4s if you were able to go ahead and do the download. If you were able to go ahead and do the download. Again, this was free. It didn't cost you no money. The only thing you're spending right now is your time, okay? Your time is actually your most valuable asset, because your situation right now that you're living in, good or bad, you bought it. So if you're even happy with your situation financially, whatever, you bought that situation. So I'm about to let you spend your time wisely learning something that can actually put you in a different position. So you should see something on the screen that looks like this. And when I say all you need, if you know your ABCs, shapes and colors, 1, 2, 3s, yeah? If you know your ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, shapes and colors, then you already have enough information to get in the game and get started. You already have enough information to profit. Let me prove it to you. Yeah, can I prove it to you guys? Drop a 1 in the chat if you want to see how this works. Drop a 1 in the chat if you really want to see money move for real, like Cardi B says. Money moves. Who wants to see money moves for real tonight? I can't see no ones. Am I talking to myself? Come on, Demetria. She's ready. Who else is ready? With only Demetria. Me and Demetria can go into a private Zoom right now. Like, I want some engagement from you guys. Guys, you have to be excited about wealth. Money is current. Money is energy. Money is a vibration. You attract it. It flows towards people that's inviting it. Money, you keep chasing the bag. That's why it's running away from you. Anything you chase, it runs away. Let me show you how to attract. Come on, Kimberly. Come on, Mike. Let's go. Okay. So I said ABCs, right? So at the top of the screen, I'm a little bit charged tonight. I'm not even gonna lie. Come on, cuz the one at the top that you see is Euro USD, EUR USD. You don't even have to know what it means. You just have to know, like I said, ABCs. I want you to tap on that. Just tap on it. You're going to see some options pop up. If you're on an Android, the first one's going to say new order. If you're on an iPhone like moi, it's going to say trade. And that's what we want to do. We want to trade, yeah? So let's go ahead and hit trade, right? So now you see the shapes and colors. Let's just make this a little bit more interesting. You don't have to do nothing. Now you see the shapes and colors. Blue button buy, red button sell. Hopefully we can agree on that. Hopefully you're at this level of education where you know ABC shapes and colors. So you can see there's only 2 options here. So that means 50% chance without knowing anything, you can get it right or you can get it wrong. It's all 50-50, right? You'll get used to the singing, don't worry. All right, so should we buy? Should we sell? We're not invested. Let's just buy. Hit buy. Go ahead. Boom, buy. You hear a little pop. Guess what? You just entered the largest financial market in the world and you are already seeing the money moving. Why me forget that me have these trade the other day? Look at that. I didn't even forgot about them. But look, you are already in profit. Those little piece of letters, you didn't even know what they meant like 2 minutes ago. And the money's already moving. Let's go. The money's moving. It went blue straight away. Blue is when your money is actually in profit. Guys, oh my gosh, 20 cents, 10 cents. Come on, let's go. We didn't look at no chart. We didn't overanalyze it. We simply pressed one button. I told you 50-50 at this point. At this point, you came in the game with the knowledge that whatever you came to the call with was enough to at least get you in the game. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this is a bit exciting, but I'm a bit unsure of what's actually really going on here. And as you can see, I've got many blue skies in the background. Oh, new swipe coin alert, new swipe coin alert. I know that I've just lost a few rich members because they've gone to tap in what Bitcoin is about to drop right now. Let me tell you, money is moving, guys. Money is moving at the speed of thought. So how do you get out of this trade? You just entered the market. You just entered a $6.7 trillion market. From an app that was living on your phone the whole time, an app that you thought was a liability because you've been paying that phone bill every month, wondering where you was going to get the money from. And all along, the phone could have been making its own money and been an asset. You just need to learn the rules now. Now you got the game, you just need to learn the rules. So how do we get out? So we're freebasing. As you can see, the other trades in the background, I've just been letting them run. This is what we call multiple streams. I've been on Bitcoin all week and Ethereum all week. For the last few weeks, I ain't even looked at a US 30. You don't even know what that means right now. I'm talking Guapanese. That's why you don't speak them language there. We're about to teach you. Don't worry. So I want you to, the same way we got in is the same way we're going to get out. Let me just do that again. So you're going to press and hold that EUR USD. So that EUR USD, those numbers that are moving, red or blue, you're going to press and hold, okay, until you see the first word come up on that option, on the options list that says close. So we want to close this. So we're going to go ahead and hit close. Now, even if you didn't leave the market now, what your broker, yes, you didn't even know you've got a broker. You've got someone who is basically leveraging you the money to trade. So at this point, it's asking you a question. Do you want to close with loss or close with profit? Now, until you hit that banner, you'll still be in the market. You can let this run and see how low it goes, how high it goes. And I'm going to show you some tricks that actually give us a little bit more accuracy rather than we just freebased tonight. We weren't invested in what was going to happen. I just wanted to show you how easy it is. And I'm talking way too much. So let's just go ahead and hit the orange banner. Just boom, straight like that. You just closed out. You just entered and exited the largest financial market in the world. No experience. Doesn't matter if you've been to jail or Yale. You got entry. You got access right now. You just got some free game that could change the financial trajectory of your life if you let it. So here at the Rich University, we introduce you to some amazing apps like Gold Cup, like Swipe Coin, like that alert you just seen pop on the screen, like a text message. You know, you're normally getting waste of time app, WhatsApp messages, chain letters, what's happening in China with plastic rice and all kinds of death that they keep sending to your phone that you're consuming with your eye gates all the time, receiving that information, believing everything that television tells you. Well, how about every single day you just see people trying to send money to your phone constantly? Whether you're busy, whether you've got children, you might be a single parent household, you might be a student, whatever it is, you might even be a busy entrepreneur, but you know, money makes money. We all know that money makes money. The reason why we're even doing these calls in this way, because we know that we missed out. Our community, we don't really have the best financial literacy. No one ain't telling us this. This ain't new, guys. Let me just put a disclaimer on that. This ain't new. This has been going since 4 AD, right? This is a market that you've been contributing to. And I'm going so fast. Let me just kind of get to it because I think we're going to break it down. We've already seen the money out. We already did it. We already did this, right?
Today is a beautiful.
You can see the alerts. This is what the alerts look like really quickly. Going to press on because we've got an amazing special opportunity to show you guys further to this market. So let's keep going. I'm not even going to show you how Swipe Coin works today. I'm not even going to show you how that works today. I want to just get to why we are in the position that we are in now. Why you are listening to me and everything I'm saying sounds foreign. Some of you guys might have been thinking, what is she talking about? She's chatting, man. She's made this up. She's making up. She's trying to get me. She's just trying to get me. Trust me. I don't have time. I would literally rather be trading Ethereum right now because it's looking very, very juicy. But let me just put things into perspective, because most of us, we get our information from how we start out in school, right? Most of us, we went public school or private school. I don't even need to ask you which school you went to, because I can see from the data that 75% of the world get a public education. Like me, hold tight on my Trinity High School massive. And some of us more privileged on the call, maybe we went to private school, fee-paying schools. That might be a better level of education, but at the end of the day, the odds, the stats show, if you look at this right here, this is called a cash flow quadrant. That means no matter who you are, man, woman, or whoever, this is how you earn money in one of these 4 sections. You have a left side, you have a right side. Now, it's very likely, it's very likely if you got the kind of education like what I got from public school, that they taught you how to, be good employees, raise your hand if you want to go to the toilet. They tell you when break time is, that might be your life right now. You're a whole grown woman, a whole grown man, and you got to ask when you can take your break. In fact, they let you know this, you punch in that here and you punch out there, and you can take your break at this time or that time. They've been training us from young. They've been showing us how to be a very good employee, go to school, get a good education. And I ain't down on education. Trust me, I'm just up on opportunity, because there's been a 3% of the world that have been born into wealth, that bloodline. Prince Charles's son right now is not learning how to fill in application forms at Asda. Yeah. The same cards that have been dealt to us are not being dealt to the uber wealthy. What's the difference? You see, we've been chasing 5% of the world's wealth. We make up the majority. Employees, people who exchange their time for money, even self-employed, those who maybe you went private school, even if you went public school, you can still be a doctor or a lawyer. Better odds, right? You send your kids to a better education system, like these fee-paying schools. Hold tight, my William Hugh massive, my St. Bede's massive. You send them there so that maybe they don't just have a just above broke, a job. Maybe they'll be a doctor, you know. But even if they do, the number one is no guarantee because they go to that school. That's what's going to happen. But even if they do, yes, they have higher earning potential, but they normally have less time freedom. And if they don't show up to the surgery, they ain't getting paid. Yeah. If the lawyer don't go to court, yes, it's a great, amazing career, but they should have to show up to get paid, right? So it means that they're constantly showing up for whatever the career is, and then maybe family life is suffering. Maybe they can't go and take as many vacations. They're time poor. So what's happening over here on the right side of wealth? Somebody drop in the chat. The right side of wealth, the odds are completely flipped. They got the whole bag over here. They got the remaining 95% of the world's wealth. Jeez, 5% of them sharing the 95% now. What's going on? How's this happening? Like, what in the unbalanced situation is going on here? We already know the world system ain't catering for the majority. I wonder why. I wonder why we get the education that we get. I wonder why this is, you know, this is a hidden wealth secret hiding from us in plain sight. I wonder why. I wonder why. Listen, you got over here business owners, investors. Business owners, that ain't your friend that owns the hair salon down the street. Unless that's Vidal Sassoon, I'm not talking about her. I'm not talking about your auntie who's got that corner shop or that store, unless that's Asda, Sainsbury's, Walmart. No, I'm talking about the business owners that leverage systems. System to me stands for save yourself some time, energy, and money. You see, Jeff Bezos, big billionaire, I think he's a trillionaire now. He's the richest man on God's green earth, yeah? Who's ever ordered from Amazon? Drop A's in the chat if you've ever ordered from Amazon. You might have just had your Prime come this morning. We know the Prime is thick and fast. No matter what recession or what, you know, whatever the numbers are doing on the news of people dropping like flies, Amazon's still going up and up. You see that e-commerce, we got a little, I'm going to show you how you can be a Jeff Bezos momentarily. You see, those of you who have ordered from Amazon, did Jeff Bezos drop that parcel to, when you heard the door knock, was it Jeff Bezos that was delivering? Do you think that he's jumping on planes every single time somebody puts an order in, going to every one of his factories around the world to put stamps on it to make sure the parcel goes out? Absolutely not. He's probably sat on an island somewhere, you know, watching the 95%, watching everybody who did the right thing, right? Who went and got a good job, you know, watching them. I know right now they're always hiring. Every time somebody's lost a job, they end up at Amazon. Amazon is on fleek when it comes to, they're not messing around. Jeff Bezos, he's leveraging the heck out of the system that he built. But then you got this person here, the smartest person in the room, the investor. Welcome to the right side of wealth. You see, Rich University show you how to do what this investor's been doing. When he's sleeping, his money's moving. He ain't exchanging his time for money. Money's working for him. How about that? Like LaShonda. Money's working for LaShonda now. Money's working for Charity now. Money's working for Queen Angel now. While we're here talking to you, money's at work. Remember, you saw it. You just even gave it a go. Money's in the background working very hard. So how did we get here? What does all this mean? In fact, let me give my voice a rest and just show you something. I'm going to give you another sneaky peek. I'm going to show you inside an academy that you guys get full access to. Before I even show you that, in fact, let me just get to it because we got to press on. I want to show you so much, guys. There's only so much you can do on a call like this, trust me. But when you guys get the keys to the palace, you don't have to know everything. We've got on-demand education with several videos. Oh, here we go. I'm wondering what's going on there. Let's just go straight here. That break it down step by step. You see, for me, this was where my power was. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let's see what's happening. What's happening with you? 101. Let's start at the beginning. 101. I don't know why it's not. But like me, if you're anything like me, you see, I looked at this and I ran in another direction. I thought, this don't look like me. This don't look like anything that I can do. My maths wasn't strong in school. I'll tell you straight. Like, I saw the charts and I thought, okay, yeah, I know I said I needed something, but this don't look like what I need. This don't look like something that I can do. So you guys get access to a full academy. Remember, I said the wealthy have got an elite level of education and information. Well, here you go. Have a look at this.
Welcome to the IM Mastery Academy for Forex. In this course, we'll be talking about what is FRX. Forex can be professionally abbreviated as FX or FRX. This basically is the short term for foreign exchange. It is the official trading market where one can exchange different currencies across the globe. As many countries are backed by their own banks, this allows citizens to use a currency which, in turn, creates an economy. The better an economy thrives, the stronger that currency can become. When anyone travels to other countries, they can participate in the foreign exchange market manually by simply exchanging their own native currency for the one they are visiting. As decades passed, the internet grew worldwide, and Forex found its way online, where traders from any place on Earth could trade currencies digitally, turning over profits from the comfort of their own homes. To give you an idea as to the size of the Forex market, the London Stock Exchange, on average, will trade daily around $7 billion. The Tokyo Stock Exchange will trade roughly around 18 billion, and the New York Stock Exchange can trade about $22 billion daily. Forex, on the other hand, averages trades of over $5 trillion every single day. It is, without doubt, the largest and most liquid market in the entire world. So, let's review. Forex is the market where all the money in the world is being exchanged in real time through currencies. And because of this very particular type of market, Forex attracts many types of investors who see a vast array of opportunities, which can create a lucrative career trading within this exchange. The Forex market opens every Sunday, 5 p.m. New York Eastern Standard Time, and ends every Friday, 5 p.m. New York Eastern Standard Time. A key word to remember in this course is geopolitical factors. Geopolitical factors are all factors relating to the resources of world nations. Rivers, mountains, minerals, gas, oil, labor forces, population, politics, and religion, for example, are such factors. It is all these critical components undergoing dramatic changes at once greatly affects every currency, allowing opportunity for any investor to capitalize on it. It is important to understand that Forex is a very powerful market, and with great power comes great responsibility. Through the continuing education of the IM Mastery Academy, you can learn step by step about the Forex market and how to properly respect and trade from within it on your own. It will take time to fully understand. Yet, if you commit right now to at least 10 minutes of learning a day, that's at least one video, you can see results. Hundreds of thousands have already financially changed their lives for the better because they made that choice. This concludes our course. One of the best ways to remember anything new is to tell someone what you just learned. Steps like these will greatly enhance your results and shorten the learning curve. Improving the quality of your life comes down to one very important and powerful question. What will you become? You got this, and we'll see you in the next video.
Hey, hey, hey. Maren, can you hear me?
Thank you so much, Mrs. Joanna UK. You know I was going for gold, right? Thank you. I was
I was just
unmuted.
gonna
I
go
didn't
for
realize. Thanks so much. So like you just heard, broken down quite eloquently. And thank you for that. I can see you guys now messaging in the chat. I want you to drop ones in the chat. Ones in the chat. If that made any sense to you. If this was your first exposure and now, you know, it's a little bit clearer. Because many people, they see this word Forex, and this is relating to everything I've said, everything that I'm going to show you tonight, from e-commerce, from cryptocurrency. You have to know where you've been to know where you're going, right? This is the history. Because before now, you might have looked at the word Forex, and if I told you it was an acronym for something, you might have been like 4XL, size of a man's t-shirt. Or then you might have been for your ex. No, I'm out of here. I'm done with that life. For my ex, I don't want nothing to do with anything for my ex. Chill, don't lock off the Zoom. It's fine. It's simply foreign exchange. You just broke it down. That's a market that you're contributing to every day. You see, you might think, oh, well, it's a scam. It's something that's not going to last. What? Look, this has been going since 4 AD. It's simply the movement of money. It's simply what's happening. Every single time an exchange is made, someone gets paid. Every single time you go online to make an online purchase, that's Forex. Every single time that you go on holiday, Forex. When you make it on whatever you do, when you're spending your money, it's contributing to the largest financial market in the world. You've heard of Wall Street, you've heard of the London Stock Exchange. They are amazing. They are billion-dollar markets. They live inside the foreign exchange market. $6.7 trillion a day is being transacted, and through your device, through your smartphone. A smartphone is only smart if it pays you, in my opinion. So if your phone ain't paying you, you got a dumb phone. But that phone in your hand, you can make it smart today, and you can actually tap in like you just did, you know, but having a lot more access, having a lot more intel, being connected to experts. And it's operated 24/5, now 24/7, with things like Bitcoin, Ripple, Ethereum, crypto. No one owns crypto. No one's bank owns crypto. Let's even talk about them banks for a minute. Who puts their money in a bank? Who's got a bank account? Drop your bank account, not your bank account details. Whoa, so that kind of call. Drop who you bank with in the chat. Maybe it's Barclays. Maybe it's Bank of America. Maybe it's Chase. Maybe it's HSBC. Maybe it's Halifax. Who do you bank with? No one don't bank on this call. Go and do yourself a favor, open yourself a bank account. There you go. There you go. So no matter who it is that you bank with, when you put your money in Wells Fargo, when you put your money into Barclays or whoever, wherever, they don't even keep the money in the bank account. They put their money in investments. They're putting their money in the foreign exchange market. They're the biggest players. The banks don't have no money. Whose money are they using? Your money. They're taking that £100 that you might have scrimped and scraped to save, and they're putting it in this market, the largest financial market, and they are turning that into profits. Hundreds into thousands, thousands into hundreds of thousands. And to thank you for taking the money out of your account, you stand the terms and conditions, you allowed this, it's perfectly legal. Maybe you might start reading the small print. They go ahead and give you in return 0.000000001% interest. Let me know what you did with your interest. Who bought something nice with the interest that the bank gave them? Don't all rush me at once. You see, at the end of the day, we're getting played. We're getting played. For me, I had to say, no, I need to do something different. When I was in that position where I was scrimping and scraping, and I found out that the money that I remember we're under 95%. Remember, we're chasing that 5% of the wealth. And still, the big boys, they're taking my money out the bank account. Well, I said, well, I want to know how to do the same thing. Because if that's happening anyway, then I may as well benefit, right? And this is what happens with your money. This is what happens on some of them examples that you saw. You guys just entered a trade and you saw it was moving. What was happening? You see, a lot of us don't know that we can compound our interest, that we have the ability to grow our own money in this market. So if I gave you a mil right now, would you prefer that, or would you prefer this magic penny that doubles every day for 30 days? Now, you don't even have to drop the answer in the chat because I've already kind of given you the answer to the test here. You can see it right here on the screen. Because a penny, if I give you a penny right now and I said it's going to double every day for 30 days, you probably wouldn't be that excited. You probably wouldn't even have thought that 30 days later, this penny could be over 5 mil. This is exactly what we do in the markets, guys. Compound interest. It's simple maths. And this is why a lot of people don't realize that there is a whole mindset. This is why there's a whole, we give you the elite level of education and information, because many don't stick around to see the 6 figures, the 7 figures, the 8 figures, because they're stuck here on the first week. When they put the penny in, it turns to 2 penny. They're not excited. 4 penny, they're not excited. 8 penny, oh, I'm not making no money. 16 penny, 32, even 64 pence. They're like, I'm done. I ain't got time for this. Well, if they would have just kept going, look, day 10, it's already a fiver. Day 10, it's already a fiver. What penny do you have? All them penny jars around the house on the windowsill, that after 10 days, it turned into £5. And as you can see, something starts to happen. As it gets bigger, it gets bigger. The bigger they say the rich get richer, right? They say money makes money. It's not. It's not just a cliche. 5 turns to 10, 10 turns to 20. Day 18, we're on 1,300. Day 20, we're on 5 bags. The day after 10 bags, yes. 30 days later, $5,000. I'm just gonna show you something real quick. In fact, let me show you Jay real quick. I said I was gonna, like, I don't know if anybody wants me to keep going, because I have a lot to show you. I have a lot to get through, but I really want to put this into perspective. I really need you to see what people just like you, just like us, are actually doing in these markets with the same level of experience that you have. So let's hear from Jay 25K, 18-year-old Jay out there.
Started building my account. So I was at $200, and then one morning I'm like, oh, Mom, I woke up $190 in profit from US30. And she's like, oh, that's a lot. Oh, keep on going, boys.
It was your cheerleader. That was me. Let's go. Whoa, we're all rooting for you.
I built myself up to $1,000, and then I'm like, oh, okay. So that's $900 in profit. That's $900 to my name. So I felt good about that. So then I just kept going. And then I got myself to 2,000. That's when she was like, oh, okay, so really understanding this. So then I kind of got into the deeper context of it more. Then I started learning about other currencies that are just as strong as US30, such as NASDAQ, S&P 500 Index.
Yeah.
So I started utilizing those tools more. Over the time, I started building up, got to 10,000. And then I got to 25,000. Now, when I told my mom, she was like, I told my kid, she didn't believe me. She was like, that's too much money. You made that too quick. So I had to show her everything I was doing. She was like, oh.
Wait.
Let's just pause it right there. That was on our rich table talk. When I say we have a different level of conversation inside the palace, we really do talk that Guapanese inside the palace. I'm so proud of Jay. I've been knowing his mom, Miss E, for 4 years. As long as I've been in the space, his mom's been in the space. And she introduces to her son when he turned 18, right? And she'd been paying for his college tuition. And out there, it's like 20 bags a month, $20,000 a month for the school that he goes to. You know, he's a basketballer. And she said, if you want to keep going to this school, then you're going to have to figure this thing out. You're going to have to trade for your tuition. So are you smarter than an 18-year-old? Because he just told you, within a month's time, he turned the borrowed $200 from his mom. Many of you are borrowing money to your kids right now. You might have just given them 50 quid. You might have just given them 100. What are they doing with that money apart from maybe buying sneakers and buying foolishness and coming back asking for more with their hands out? You might be thinking right now, oh, my days upstairs on the PS2, the PS, I don't know what PS. They're playing some kind of computer game. How about learning the game of red button sell, blue button buy? Like Jay. You see, he followed a plan. This is one of the exclusive tools that you get inside the Rich Palace. You see, you're able to take a starting amount such as $300. We're not talking about bank breaking money here. This is the type of money you're going to spend already. This is a 10% a day growth plan. And it shows you exactly what to do every single day. Right now, you probably don't even know what these numbers mean. That's what we're here for. That's what the education's here for. But you can see day 1, $30, day 2, $33. There's that compounding interest again. Day 10, you got $700. Day 20, I can't even see because this thing's in the way. Let me pull it down. $2,000 20 days later from a $300 investment. You already heard Lashonda tell you that she made $23 today in 10 minutes. She didn't know what she was doing. The experts told her, they text her to her phone. Literally, we're used to working for money. When you come on here, you're actually hiring experts. You're actually hiring the people who do this for real, who work for banking institutions, who work for hedge funds. But let's stay on track. It's even got an income calculator here that show you the equivalent, because most of us still thinking, in employmentville. So what's the equivalent of your 24 bags a year job right now? You might earn 24K. Now, using this chart, it shows you that that would be $100 a day goal, so that you can supplement your job. You might be thinking, well, you know, I'm on a little bit more than that. Maybe you're on 60K a year. You want to know how to supplement that. Well, you'd be looking at 250 a day. Okay. And these are all very, very much realities. In fact, the average salary in the UK is £34,500. Yeah. That works out at 34 cents a minute, every single minute on a typical 37.5 hour work week. So you just heard Lashonda in 10 minutes made $23. That's what, $2.30 a minute. You've already quadrupled. I don't even know how much more than 34. A lot. That's at least 10x, right? So imagine you did that every single day. I'm not going to do the maths for you. You can count. Go and pull out a calculator and just see if, even if that was the one piece of $23 that she made, I know she jumped in the other trades, because since we've been on here, the phone's been pinging and there's been several more alerts, right, being sent to our phones from our amazing academies, where you get to choose where you start, just like this, all these elite academies. Just times that $23 by the next 30 days and then for the year, and just see what you come up with. Guys, we have access to the best in the industry, over 100 educators. It's like 150 educators that are showing us. You can literally get on with them in real time. In fact, free game alert. I'm showing you guys so much today. This is exactly what it looks like. You get the keys. You get the keys to what we called Get Paid TV. Go Live TV. This is it right here. You can tap in. You can see who's live right now. Oh, HFX. But all my high rollers, those who make money in minutes, that's 1 to 3 minute trades. Even if you don't know what you're doing, just like how you didn't know what you was doing when I told you to press buy and you bought and you saw the profit. So, you know, there's no different. Let me even see what I've got open here, because this is what we do every single day. We're able just to tap in whenever we want with educators that are giving us the answers to the test. Look at that. Straight away, you come on the session. She's telling you where 30. She's telling you where to enter, where to exit. Let me even just fast forward, because if anybody knows Dr. K, she gets the bag. She takes profit every single minute.
Wait a minute. Your husband cheated on you yesterday and went the other way on a buy.
So look, right here, she's got it on the screen. That's her laughing in the background. I was actually
put him on punishment.
So let me just get forward, because she literally takes profit every minute. I want you to.
In 30 minutes off of US 30. That's something to shout out about. 1,000 pips.
1,000 pips. What's pips? 1,000 pips in 30 minutes. 1,000 pips. If that was £1 a pip, that's already a grand. That's already a grand. Let me even just explain what's going on there, because you just was in the middle of a live trading session. Live trading sessions that are available to you. You have access to a whole TV network where you can choose any one of these. You don't even know what this means right now, so I'm not even going. This is just more money. This is just more add-ons, more strategies. They simplify the experience, so you don't have to look how I've been speaking to you tonight. I know it might seem a little bit direct, but I'm sure you guys can understand what I'm saying. Sometimes it takes for people who look like us, people who speak like us, to be able to put us on game and introduce us to stuff. Because I know if it was a stuffy 65-year-old pale-faced individual that introduced me or I was learning from, I don't really speak the same language as them, so I'd probably be quite intimidated. Which is why here inside Rich U, we've got things like the nightclub where we get pipsy, not tipsy. Yes, we have nightclubs, but it's not like the nightclub that you go into, someone spills drink on your shoes and you leave, you know, with less money than you went into. 4 nights a week, we connect with our amazing CEO, Dr. China's husband, Logic Mix, who is a music producer out of ATL. Shout out, big bro. Drop 9s in the chat if you've been on the nightclub, because these are the real high rollers in the community. But what's the nightclub and what the heck is pipsy? You see, pips is how we count our money inside these digital streets. There's pounds in the market, there's euros in the market, there's dollars in the market. So we can't say we made $5, $10. You know, we make pips, points in percentage, just like you count time in minutes, hours, and seconds. That's just how we count our money. So when we come in here, we don't just get amazing live mentorship and training. We get the bag. He will tell you what's moving, when it's moving. Live on that session, you will make money. You will make money live in living color. Whether you didn't know what was happening today and you still pressed the button and you still made something, you still saw it. So let's just pull this back. Let's just inhale, exhale, because that's been a whole journey, right? I just took you through like a whole etymology of money. You just learned something new. No matter how old you are, you're never too old to learn something new, right? You realize you've been playing the game all these years with the wrong set of rules. But let me just introduce this new academy that has literally dropped hot off the press. E-commerce. What do you know about e-commerce? Let me just play this so that you guys can get the lowdown of what's actually happening right now. I tell you what, boy. Let me just get it up on the before it comes with its foolishness again. Let's just, good job I'm prepared. You see, you got to stay ready. When they go low, you go high. You can't trick me. So I'm about to show you something, and don't play an advert because...
Have you ever bought something online? Chances are that you have. Over 75% of people have shopped online and worldwide with almost 2 billion.
2 billion?
That's billion with a B. People buying something online last year alone. E-commerce gives us the ability to shop for goods and services from the privacy of our own home or from anywhere in the world with a computer and an internet connection. We can buy goods from anywhere in the world. Can't find it locally? No problem. Just order it online. But the world of online shopping is not just an incredible opportunity limited to shoppers. E-commerce is also an incredible opportunity for anyone who has ever dreamed of starting their own business. We want to take control of our financial life, but we think it's too hard to start our own business. We worry about risking tons of cash and countless hours into something that may fail. The world of e-commerce has presented so many opportunities in the past 5 years that have changed the game for people who want to take their financial destiny into their own hands. Can you imagine running a retail business of your very own without needing to lease a building, hold inventory, or stand behind the cash register 6 days per week? Imagine your store could reach buyers all over the world. Imagine that you would not have to pay for a single item of inventory until a customer actually purchased the item from you first. Well, you can stop imagining. It's now a reality.
Welcome to the ECX Academy. What in the e-commerce was that? What in the drop shipping is going on? When I tell you, all education platforms are not created equally. Like all digital education is definitely not created equally. You see, you thought that what you just learned today, you thought that was a big deal, and it was a big deal. But I told you, inside this money market, there's a lot more happening. You see, e-commerce is simply the buying and selling of online goods. You already told me who shops at, who's been you already said that you order from Amazon. Like who else right here, right now has ever made an online purchase? Just go ahead and drop ones in the chat if you've ever made an online purchase. Lashanda, you are literally leave some profits for us, Queen. Since she's been on this call, she's made another $25. So she's up $50 already. Let me just tell you, this is a multiple stream situation. And I'm about to introduce you to another stream because right now, you know that you might be locked in, lock off, tier 10, tier 1, whatever they want to call it. But guess what? People are still shopping. It just maybe Trafford Center ain't packed like it once was because nobody can go there. So that means that shops are shutting down. I told you, biggest digital boom of our time. Where's Blockbuster? You know Blockbusters now, and they've turned Blockbusters into Airbnbs. I'm not even gonna go down that story, but this is what I'm seeing. Innovation, the digital boom. So while you're sleeping, did you know that just like that investor, that you can benefit from all the money that's moving when people are making online purchases? What am I talking about? You see, bricks and mortar are shutting down and people are moving to click and order. And just like you heard in the video, because you might be thinking, first of all, I've tried to do this online selling thing before. I did everything right, it took me a long time. There was a lot of HTML code and I'm not that technical. And after I finished it, it took me ages, it took me months. And a year in, I made like 1 or 2 sales. Plus I had to buy loads of inventory, man. Where I am now, I can't even swing a cat in here. I can't fit no more. Look, I've not got I can't front all this stock and have it sat there collecting dust. Well, welcome to drop shipping. What is drop shipping? Let me give you an example real quick. And I got a treat for you today because I've got somebody. Anyway, let me just get to it because I'm excited. Drop shipping gives you the ability to just list, follow the academy and just list some items for sale. So let me give you a live example. Right now, you know I'm a shoe girl. I like to buy shoes. So I might have been looking at a certain pair of shoes, right? And tell me if this has happened to you. The minute you go online and you see something, whatever it is, next minute, you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, you're on whatever-agram, and the thing looks like it's following you around the internet. Like, wait a minute, did I not just look at them shoes? Or wait a minute, I just wanted to hire that car or what? Look, it happens to me all the time, like attack of the algorithm. You're being targeted because those same shoes that I was looking at, now, when I go on IG, I'm seeing that the shoes are now 50% off. They're 80 quid. For me, that's a bargain because the shoes were 160. I gotta get it now. That impulse is coming out of me. So what do? Click. In seconds, click. I just go ahead and purchase those shoes. I got to have it. Now you drop shipping, you, ECX Academy, bad person, you, bad as in good. Let me tell you, you just got an alert, a ka-ching to your phone. It said, Miss Maren UK just spent $80 in your store. And you might be thinking, oh, well, wait a minute, I don't have the shoes. I didn't buy the shoes. Oh, what am I going to do? She's giving me 80 quid. I'm 80 pounds up. But chill, be anxious for nothing. Because what you would now do is contact your supplier. Yes, we show you how to even have a supplier on deck. You will send them the cost. The cost. We know wholesale versus retail is a little different. And the cost of those shoes, wholesale, is actually $10. So now you've already $70 up. I know you do. You send them like my address. You didn't have to touch the shoes. You didn't have to speak to me. I get the shoes. You get 70 quid. Happy days. That was one purchase, guys. This is absolutely amazing. There's no experience needed. They've got you covered end to end. They teach you everything. They teach you every single thing. Oh my gosh, LaShonda, $16 more. Let me tell you, money is moving. If you can't even see what's happening digitally, this is literally how money is being done. LaShonda, save some for us. Drop it in the chat. I gotta see. Look, I'm gonna wrap this up real quick because I need to get into these profits for real. But imagine that you were able, without any experience, you don't have to know HTML code. Like I said, low tech, high check, we are here at Rich U. You basically are shown everything end to end. You don't even have to go and look for the customers. They show you how to target it. They show you how to grow sales and the automation. And you don't have to take my word from it because I'll be real with you. Like, I've set up my store, or in the middle of still setting up my store, but somebody has literally taken this ECX life by. When I say she's about that ECX life for real, like when I spoke to her recently, I was floored. She is right here in Manchester, Rich UK. She is number 16 in the entire academy. She is a ka-ching amethyst, they call it. That's having over 200 orders. She's even above the guy who's teaching the academy, who's in there, Chris Reeve. Let me tell you something, because not all digital education is created equally. And you might be on this call because you might be doing e-commerce right now, but be thinking, well, how come I'm not getting sales? You know, I've spent a lot of money. I really want to present to someone, introduce to others. Amanda Affluence, are you out there? Oh, let me see. I've got to let you unmute.
Hi.
Oh, there we go. Good evening.
Hi.
Happy Friday, lovely.
Go, Amanda.
Hi. Thank you for the
proud of you, Amanda.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the welcome.
Listen, Amanda, I need you to just let the people know a little bit about you, a little bit about, you know, why you even said yes to this, and kind of your experience, and, you know, what in the ka-ching amethyst is going on.
Oh, okay. So first, just to introduce myself. So I was a former private tutor, literally tutoring children to get into grammar school as a former private school child myself, as you outlined before. Yeah, so my clientele was amazing. I had doctors, surgeons, judges, head teachers. It was going really, really well. But unfortunately, then I had a brain hemorrhage. So I had to undergo emergency brain surgery. So since was in recovery. Now, since being in recovery, I've discovered ECX. Now, ECS is the most amazing opportunity I've ever come across in my entire 36 years. Now, some of you on the call know me. Those of you who know me know I'm never short of a business idea. I've always got some kind of business idea going on. But honestly, ECS absolutely trumps them all. You literally cannot go wrong. It's foolproof. It's so easy and it's so passive. You're literally making money in your sleep. You do nothing. It's just fantastic.
Wow. So how were you able to learn all this? Like, is it something you said? I mean, you know, first of all, I'm so godly proud of you because I remember, you know, I remember, you know, you being in the hospital and my heart beating and thinking, you know, they said all kinds of things that you won't be able to see out of your right eye or left eye, whatever it was, you know, and I was really feeling like you just was doing an amazing job with the tutoring. You know, I've always said you've got a knack for teaching and a knack for kids. So obviously because of the recovery, you weren't able to work anymore. So when you joined the opportunity, I was excited for you, but literally you've kept this on the low because I had no idea that this was going on in the background. Like, tell us about when your first sale was, and how many sales you've made since then, and just tell us a little bit about the
academy itself. So just about me first and foremost. So basically, my first sale was December the 6th for this particular product.
Wow.
Since I'm now in 15th position and I've made quarts because I've got over 250 sales now. So I'm on 56 sales now today. But I average quite a lot of sales a day, so I expect that to go higher really fast. But this
Did you just say you've made 56 sales today?
No, not yet, not just yet. Hopefully when I scale though. I've made 256 sales since December the 6th.
Wow.
So yeah, it's quite fantastic. So just to explain about the ECS Academy itself, basically the Academy covers everything you need to know to be able to be successful at e-commerce. So it covers it via videos. So all the lessons are in video format. Some of them are the range in time from 1 minute to 10 minutes. They're really easy and really accessible. So you can always go back to them whenever you want, because they're yours. Other than in video format, if your style of learning is more, you learn better by reading, then there's also PDF format. So you may be in a place where you don't have access to earphones, you can't have the volume on, or you'd rather read. So the lessons are also in PDF, or you may want to print the PDF out. So you've got a record of them at all times. It's totally up to yourself. So you have access to both videos and to the theory part, which is in PDF format. So they're accessible at all times. In terms of what the information covers, it covers how to make yourself the website, how to select your products, what products to stay away from, how to find suppliers, how to build your advert, how to scale up, how to employ staff, etc., etc. It's basically the A to Z, how to be successful. Everything you need is covered.
I just want to cut in there. I just want to cut in because, you know, I'm always saying it, not all digital education is created equally. And we know that we are definitely, you know, number one. We didn't say it. Forbes approved, you know, the only digital currency academy that has featured in Forbes magazine twice last August. And we attract the best. We attract the best. I know I might have thrown you up here, but I've got to show you. So who's teaching you all this? It says master educators, but, you know, who is the person? Because not everybody's necessarily got the receipts, not qualified. And I know I've spoken to, you know, some of my friends and people I know, and they've paid thousands. One girl, she's paid $3,000 to learn about Facebook ads from an influencer on Instagram and still hasn't got any sales. She's happy, but she ain't got no sales, and she's been doing this 6 months. So who's the teacher? Because I want to show them.
Well, that thing. So our teacher is the renowned Chris Reef. If you pull up his information, we'll be able to read on him more. So as it states there, Chris Reef is an 8-figure Shopify seller. So he's like first in the world for this kind of stuff. He's so phenomenal that Amazon have written a summit about him, as you can see there. To be honest, Miran, I think you may be able to give some better information about Chris Reef than myself. So do you want to step in and talk about Chris?
No, keep going, keep going. That's it. I just wanted to show, like we said, we talked about Jeff Bezos.
Okay.
We know that he's the richest man in the world. We know Amazon, you know, they got the, what do you call it now? The, what do you call it? Prime. Amazon Prime's on fleek. So who's more qualified? He can choose anyone in the world to come and speak at a summit. And he chose the same guy that we have access to. How many times a week do we have access to him?
Oh, okay. So with the academy, other than the very things that you get, like the videos and the PDFs where it teaches you all the information, we also have go live sessions. Now, go live sessions are a schedule of the teachers being online at a certain time. So we've got like 5 teachers, including Chris, and their schedule covers like 24 hours a day, because people that run this academy worldwide. There's people in Jamaica, there's people in South Africa, there's people in India, there's people all over the world doing this course. So the go live sessions, you can adapt them to your personal schedule. So some people may want to learn at 2 o'clock in the morning, some might want to learn at 2 o'clock through the day. You can go on there and adapt it to your own schedule. But what's so great about these go live sessions is that you go, if you have a problem, for instance, I've got a problem with A and B and C on my website, how do I resolve it? You go to the go live session. Hey, Chris, I have a problem with A, B, and C on my website. How do I resolve it? Chris says, hey, Maren, you solve it by ZYX. It's that interactive. So anything you get active, you speak interactively with any of those teachers on that platform, and you have
That's amazing. I just got a comment on that. You've done an amazing job explaining that, because when we think about, you know, mentorship, true mentorship, being mentored by somebody, it's like if you wanted to play tennis, right? Now you would want the likes of, you know, Roger Federer, Serena Williams. You'd love to be in a group chat with them on WhatsApp for them to like give you tips, right? So live in real time, that's phenomenal. This TV, let me tell you, whoever's watching Dead Enders, whoever's still watching Cover Rocker Nation, you know, Real Housewives of Ratchetness, like that's not putting no money in your pocket. Your bank balance ain't getting out. Tell me about the websites though, Amanda, because, you know, some people on here might think, well, I ain't really got the skills. What kind of backyard, you know, websites are these? So what do they look like?
I understand that. So some people might think, well, I'm new to this, and the website's not going to look that great. Well, look at the website that's being presented right now. The actual entire course is foolproof. Basically, when you become a member of IAM and Rich University, they give you a website template. The template's not only optimized to look fantastic, so it looks completely professional, but it's also optimized to make the customer check out in the quickest amount of time. So, like, you may have heard that Amazon sometimes will change the color of their banner, move text from left to right, just to see how the customer interacts. Now, all that's been done with our template theme as well. It's been totally optimized so that customer comes on your site, clicks to order, clicks to add to cart, checks out, and the money's in your bag. Cha-ching!
I'm sure that ching sound you are not tired of hearing. Oh, thank you so much. That was amazing. Like, I'm just so godly proud of you. Like, look, listen, at this point, tell me how long it takes you right now, just really quickly, because a lot of people on this call might be thinking, well, I've not got the time. Some of you that I might even be rich might have, you know, added this and be thinking, oh my gosh, you know, I know I had a goal of Black Friday, then I moved it to Boxing Day, and you really have inspired me, like, genuinely, to just, to just get out of my own way and get the thing up and running. Like, how much time do you have to spend on it now?
Okay, so literally, when you first join the course, you're going to go through Series 1. That can be gone through really, really quickly. Series 2 is going to show you how to develop your website. Now, it's totally up to you what speed you work at. Some people, I think myself, I've completed my website in like 2 days. Some people can complete it in 1 day. Some people might take a week. It's completely up to you. But as for now my website's been built and my adverts are activated on Facebook running at this moment in time, I don't spend any time on the business whatsoever, apart from fulfilling my orders at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, say 11 o'clock at night every night, I'll go to my back end of my website. I'll have a list of all my orders with my customer details, what they've ordered, and I send that list over to my supplier. That is the only thing I do. I don't do anything else for that business. It all runs itself. And
I've heard that you can also get a virtual assistant.
Well, that's the thing.
Well.
So as you start to do well, you start to scale. So at the moment, my advertising budget starts at a certain price. But because I'm now doing well, I need to double that budget. So that's double. As you double the budget, your sales double. So once you're at a comfortable position yourself, it's time to get a virtual assistant. So soon I will be getting a virtual assistant and scaling more. Once you have a virtual assistant, you might think, oh, I don't want to give her access to my PayPal or the back end of my website, but it's been designed, the course is designed to teach you how to give her access to your PayPal, your back end, anything you want. And she's only able to do certain things. She only has the ability to like place your orders. She can never withdraw any money out of your PayPal or send it to anyone else. She can only send it solely to your customers. She can't change nothing on your website. She can only get your customers' details and send it to your suppliers. So it's just phenomenal, really, really phenomenal, and really, really passive. It's literally money while she's sleeping.
So I want to talk money right now because, like I said, you know, not all education is created equally. And I'm going to go into this deeper because a lot of the time, you know, we think about the things that we've spent money on education wise, guys. You know, most of us are still probably in student loan debt now for courses that we did many moons ago that we're still having to pay off. You know, we went and did that uni course to get that degree so that we could get this great job, but then we have to get any job that we can get so that we can start paying off the fees, you know. Exactly. Yeah. I know Chris Reef outside of this academy, he charges 5K to have, you know, lessons with him. So do you think the investment is worth it of a free 25 to be able to get started and get access to all the tools, all the apps? I know we've not got time to go into all of them, but you do get, you know, a lot more different apps and strategies which make the automation process so sleek, so simple. You don't have to build it all from scratch. Would you say it was worth it?
Absolutely, 100%. So what you get, and also there's a way that you can get ECX and the DCX together for the same 324.
Whoa! Let's go into it. Let's delve deeper.
Whoa.
Okay, thanks so much. You're spilling all the tea, guys. How do you get started today? Like, you've heard so much information right now, but how do you make a move? You just heard from Amanda herself. You know, she's already kind of got the game so that she can get more than one and enjoy both sides of this quadrant, both sides of, you know, money in her sleep on the online side, online shopping side, and also can get herself some crypto and some Bitcoin at the same time. So then we have several packages. But just to put this into perspective, oh my gosh, I'm always trying to put things into perspective because I know how I used to think. So I used to have that left side of thinking too. So before I even go there, let me remind you, or let me even show you that universities everywhere, when we're talking, you know, Harvard, when we're talking Oxford, you know, when we're talking Cambridge, all of you know these as the highest level of education, right? The highest level of institutions. Right now, they have courses on blockchain, on Bitcoin, crypto, e-commerce, investments. I'm constantly getting pop-ups on my timeline, And most of you, if you've got kids, if you've got, you know, young nephews, nieces, this is the kind of thing that they're going to go and do. They're going to start going into learning these courses, and they're going to get a bog standard curriculum. We already know how it works. The person at the front of the class doesn't necessarily, if you go to do a PhD, it's not a doctor that's teaching you. It's somebody who's reading from the curriculum, right? So you go to a school like Harvard, if you know, qualify, if you're able to get in, you go ahead and pay. This is a 5-month course, by the way. Okay, this was a 5-month course, and it costs a month almost $3,000 for the month, which is actually cheap when you're talking about Harvard level of education. Most of us in the UK, we pay 10 grand a year to go to uni. 10 grand a year for a piece of paper that we put in a frame that we normally spend, you know, the majority of our lives paying for. However, when you go and do these courses, you don't get any investment. You don't get any tools. Literally, you get what you get on. You get the curriculum, right? We all know how it works. So like I said, all education is not created equally. So let me show you what you get here. You've got access. Somebody say access, because that's really what it's about, access. We never had access before, right? We never had access before. But today you can make a decision where you can actually choose. You can start with any of our single academies, such as the Forex Academy, such as the Higher Frequency Academy, which is basically Forex on acid. You can buy oil, sell gold, all of these things live in the Forex market. You know, you just traded Euro USD. But what I love, everybody really wants to know about that Bitcoin. Everybody wants to be like LaShonda and be dipping in and out of the market, $25 a time from a $200 investment. While she's still got her Bitcoin investment sitting, going up and up and up, she's able to make a little extra on the side, put a little bit more into the investment like if she wants, or go ahead and buy something nice, pay some bills, whatever. Just like Michelle, who took her $10 and woke up a millionaire. So what we have, you can trade and save. This is a whole crypto club situation. With the elite package, you get access. Somebody say access. Let me even show you, because if you guys, if I invited you on this, let me tell you, I'm definitely here for people who might want to know a little bit more. I'm definitely here for the people who might be thinking, do you know what? That sounds good, but I've got some questions. But I really want to put those people in position that are ready to move right now. So if that's you, I want you to message whoever invited you on. I'm ready. Send me the link. I'm ready. Send me the link. What link? What does the link look like? Let me see if I can get it up for you. I thought it would have been up here right now. Let's see if I can get it up real quick. So they're going to send you a link. Oh, let's do this. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. They're going to send you a link that's going to bring you to a page that looks something like this. And let me show you. You can see this for yourself. This is the internet, and this is not, you know, a presentation or whatever I put together. When you click on elite, when you choose elite, it's plain and simple. It's showing you right here what you get. So individually, if you got these, you would pay $234 for Forex, $234 for HFX, and $234 for digital currency education. That's the DCX Academy. Well, with elite, you get all of those included, so you don't have to pay for every single one individually. Not just that, you get access to all of the tools, all of the add-ons, all of the apps. Remember those money apps? Every time you see add-on, just say add on more money for a whopping discount today of $659.36 off your total payment. So that's a one-time payment today of $324. Let me just put that into perspective, because we normally pay for things up front when it comes to education. We normally don't get the option, you know, to pay in installments. So the average person can have access to what Floyd Mayweather has access to. Yes. He is one of our students in our academy. Bob Proctor also has access to the academy. That if you don't know about The Secret, just Google Bob Proctor. He's all about wealth. This, like I said, this ain't some little small run of the mill. Just thought about this yesterday. 7 years in the making. Created more 6- and 7-figure earners than the lottery has. It's solidified. So you're able monthly. You don't have to go and get a loan. You don't have to go and get student loan debt. You can pay in installments. And for us here in the UK, you're talking for the single academies, just under 200 quid. For an extra 40 quid, you're getting over £700 worth of product. You're getting access to DCX. You're getting access to Elite. And for those ECX customers, like Amanda said, you can get any one of the single academies and then actually add it on for $100. So it works out at the same price anyway. It's phenomenal. Just to put this into perspective, because I'm an all-you-can-eat type of girl. I'm the girl at the buffet, right, that doesn't just go and see, oh, I just want to stick to this one thing. I stack the plate. I'm a plate stacker. Any plate stack is up in here, because yes, the single academies are great value. You'll get access to one academy and one tool relating to the academy that you choose, okay, and the TV channels relating to that. But over here on the elite side of life, somebody say the elite side of life, it's a no-brainer. Every tick in the box, you get everything. So many add-ons. If you just do the maths, I told you wholesale versus retail, okay? When you buy in bulk, you always get a discount. It's, you know, it's not new. If you just added on 2 of these, because you can a la carte add each of them on with the single academy, but doing that, by the time you've added on 1, just to get access to Swipe Coin alone, where LaShonda this evening has been on this call, I mean, I don't even know if she's even here right now. She seems to have checked out. She's already made her money back on the $50 add-on for Swipe Coin. But rather than adding that on, you can get the whole thing for the same price. I mean, for me, I mean, I don't know what we're talking about here. And even though that is a steal, for me, I think it's too cheap. For me, I hear the price going up, because like I said, biggest digital boom of our time. This ain't something that is going out of fashion, out of date. We already see how the world is positioning themselves. We see Harvard. You know, I've already told you what's happening. In fact, I had a few more things to show you, but I'm not even going to go into it now. There's literally too much. Just go and Google Biden and crypto cabinet. Find out why Biden, the president of the free world, has added crypto experts to the cabinet. What do you think they're setting up to do? Go and Google Bitcoin ATM right now, no matter where you are, and see that there's not how many Bitcoin cash machines that are a stone's throw from your house right now. Salford, where I am in Manchester, they're in Salford, they're in Sale, they're in they're everywhere. Why? The government just don't make investments if something is fly by night. Why? Why do you need to buy Bitcoin at a cash point? Remember our grandparents, they didn't like when hole in the walls came, when a normal cash machine came into play. They still wanted to go and cash the book and everything at the post office. But do you have a choice? ATMs are everywhere now. That's normal. Anywho, I digress. If all that wasn't enough value, to me, it's ridiculous. But here at Rich University, I told you we're a bit different. You know, all education isn't created equally. They actually give you a scholarship where they will waive your entire school fees. Why? How? Well, how many times have you been, I don't know, to the supermarket and you've seen something half off? Maybe Ribena was half off, you know, maybe they're giving out some free this, free that. How many people did you tell? How many people did you refer to that service? Who's got Uber? How many people have referred somebody to Uber so that they can get some money off their taxi? We talk about Netflix. How many people have done the referral scheme with Netflix? Some of you right now are using the Netflix account that you don't even own. You're all sharing the wealth. You're all helping Netflix level up. Well, guess what? You might have rocked up to this call today with your friend, with your cousin, with your auntie, whoever. Guys, you would already qualify to have your entire fees waived. Meaning, after you get in the door today for as little as $300, that's $250 in English, Great British pounds. You will never have to pay a school fee again as long as they are active. That's ridiculous. I don't know what we're talking about here. At the end of the day, it's a fabulous Friday. It's been a fruitful Friday. And to be honest, we're about to go get back in our bag, because whatever you decide, like I said, the money's moving, money's being made, money and mek, like they say in my culture. So we said yes to e-commerce. We said yes to cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, like Lashanda, who's already 50 pound up since we've been on this call from a $200 investment. She's already made a quarter of it back. And she only put the money in the account like just before the call, literally like just before the call, no lies. All facts, yeah, all big facts. Guys, we said yes to Forex, not because we understood it, not because we had all the answers, you know, not because we really thought that, oh, we really want to learn how to, you know, read charts. No, we said, I said yes because I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was sick and tired of any job being able to dictate to me when they can pull the rug. I was literally not in a position to really have a long drawn out debate and go and do extensive research I can't research more than Forbes magazine. You know, I can't research more than Amazon. So if they're choosing Rich, if they're choosing IM, then who am I? Who am I to be both broke and then both bougie at the same time? I gotta pick a struggle at the end of the day. Some of us are not even in a position to really count ourselves out. Like, what is it that you are invested in today? What is it that you have said yes to today? Is it the Sky bill? Is it the phone bill? T-Mobile? EE? Are you saying yes to that? And what is it doing for you? What have you done in the last 4 weeks? It's the last Friday of 2021, January 2021. What did you do? What resolution did you make that has changed your situation? All them resolutions, but we still need a resolution. Listen, we said yes. We believe that you should too. That's about it. It's winning season. You'll see me at the top because it's way too crowded at the bottom. And I'll be the first one to welcome you inside the palace gates. Let's go. Hey, hey,